Hello, how is everyone doing today? My name is Dimps, and I'm doing something quite different. This video is actually a submission to TAC1421's monthly subscriber contest and AM1520 Sub Sunday, or Shoutout Sunday, or whichever one he's doing at the moment. I'm sure you're all familiar with who they are, but if you aren't, the links to their channels will be in the description. I highly recommend you check them both out. So today I'm going to be talking about what I think are the 5 most important aspects of the Hunger Games, besides of course controlling the feast. You're going to see here I'm in this village, and there's a blacksmith right on the corner that is much too tall for me to easily jump into, so I try to collect some wood to turn into planks so I can tower up, but unfortunately somebody has a Tarzan kit which allows them to just hold their vine out and climb right up, giving them all those diamonds and goodies and whatever's in there. Ah, that dick. But that brings me right into number 5, having a good kit. The kit you choose in the pregame lobby, whether you bought the kit or not, can either be life-saving or, well, yeah. The kit you choose can definitely make a difference though, whether it be for PvP, hiding from or finding other players, or just helping out your team. Which leads us to number 4, food. You see in the video I was whacking at all the wheat in the village because, well, even though it doesn't seem so important in the beginning of the game, once your hunger bar drops down and you have no food to replenish it with so you can regenerate health or even sprint, things tend to become more complicated, especially when you actually start starving to death and the only animals you can find are sheep. Stupid, useless, white mother. Anyway, let's jump right into number 3, weapons and armor. Although armor isn't too necessary at the beginning of the game because nobody will get it too quickly, I highly recommend making a sword while you're still invincible so you can easily win over people who don't have one and at least have a fair fight with those who do. Now you might be saying, well, Dimps, you don't have a sword in the game. Well, in this gameplay I'm actually the boxer kit, so my fist does the same amount of damage as a stone sword would, making it pretty much unnecessary for me to waste time making one. Besides that, when it comes to armor and weapons, if you want to survive at the feast, you're going to at least need some iron armor and an iron sword, because just like with the stone or wood sword at the beginning, most people will have that by the time the feast comes around. Okay, so this kill on the second AM1520 skin to Oompa Loompa of the game literally gives us number 2, stew. And did you see that right there? I actually used one of my stews which instantly heals 4 hearts, so the second person I saw coming at me couldn't easily kill me, even though he wasn't much of a threat because he didn't have a sword. It shows how helpful stew can be. I suggest trying to make stew as quickly as possible in game, and filling a considerable amount of your hotkeys with it. There are numerous ways to making stew, contrary to what most people think, which is getting a bowl and one of each kind of mushroom. In a recent update, MCPvP made it possible to use 2 cacti with a bowl to make cacti juice, which is the same thing as stew, it's just called something different. Now, I'm sure most people knew that too. What people may not have known is that the cocoa beans you find on jungle trees can also be used with a bowl to make chocolate milk, which is, again, the same thing. And what's awesome about that is that even though every cocoa plant, I guess you would call it, drops 2 to 3 beans, you only need 1 to make chocolate milk. Keep that a secret if you want, but I thought you guys deserved to know. But yeah, anyway, we're finally at number 1. The obvious winner would be to control the feast, but again, you already knew that, and I kind of took that one out because of just how obvious it is. So besides controlling the feast, I think the most important thing in the Hunger Games is learning how to hotkey, or as some people would say, hot stew. You can have all the stew you want, but as you see right here, if you don't know how to use it, or forget, or fighting a hacker, or lag, or pretty much anything else, it's completely useless. So, just recapping, 5 things should be on screen. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave your comments on if you agreed or what your 5 would be. My name is Dimps, and I'll see you guys next time. Shoots!